Hi.
Hi, I'm Stav,
And I'm Joseph.
and we are the faces behind Enlightened Tutorials. I'm the head of social media, and Joseph here is...
And I'm the visual artist of Lightrix. And today we're going to talk about a very, very cool topic. It's about double exposure tutorial.
Now, a lot of you are visual learners, and we know that reading a bunch of text doesn't always help you, and we get that, and we're here to show you how the tutorials work and answer your questions live. So if you have a question about anything, ask us below, and...
Yeah, so if you're trying to find out anything about how to do in the app, this is the moment to ask all your questions. We're here for you.
Yes, and we're going to be reading comments while this is going on, so just ask. So let's get started.
Let's get started. Okay. So yesterday was Tuesday tutorial.
Tutorial Tuesday.
Thank
Today is Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wednesday today. Exactly. And there's a new tutorial, the one that we're going to talk about today. And you can also check the steps in there.
On our Facebook page.
Exactly. So this tutorial, we're going to talk about many stuff. We're going to talk about the blending modes and how
it's a double exposure tutorial.
Exactly.
So it's a little bit complicated. And last time people asked us for a lot more advanced stuff. So we're going to give it to you.
Exactly. So this is the result. I'm going to show you now how it looks, the result of what we did. So here it is. So we can see here is a nice lady, and there's like a scene of she's thinking about something. It's a very classical effect. So it's very tricky. And why it's tricky? Because basically people, when they choose the picture, they don't know exactly what kind of photo it's going to work with this effect.
So it's really important, the picture that you choose, to mix into your first image.
Exactly, thank you. And so I'm going to show you now, this is the before. And the first thing that we see here is that the picture needs to be very clear in terms of edges. Now, you can see that we can see very clear the edges of the character, and it's a very high contrast picture, which means that there are a lot of shadows and highlights. It's very strong picture, and the only thing that we're missing here is the background. We need the background to be white. So I know that many of us, we don't have a studio to photograph in our house, so we can do that very easily in our Enlight app. So I'm going to show you how.
So this is the way a lot of tutorials start, with the white background.
Yeah, so let's go to our menu, and let's go to image. It's already open, and let's go to adjust. Now let's choose the tools tab, and let's go to basic. Now we're gonna increase the offset. We're gonna swipe to the right until we get to the end, to 100. Now we're gonna go to mask, to the mask tab, and then we're gonna clear the effect from all the image. And now we're gonna start applying the effect over the background. Now, what Enlight is very good for, it's for the edge awareness that allow us to just swipe and just go and wipe all over the picture, and it already knows how to detect.
You don't even have to get that close. It already knows where the edge starts and where it ends.
Exactly. It just makes the whole job very easy. It's a very interesting tool. And remember, I always say this, but remember to zoom in for precision. Oh, sorry. So if you mess up, you can just tap apply again, and then just keep working.
Joseph's a bit of a perfectionist, so he's not going to let anything go.
I'm guilty. You need to have a lot of patience with this kind of stuff anyway, even though it's a very very cool feature and it works very, very good. You need to take a time because there are a lot of details that you might not see while you're doing it. And the more you zoom out, you'll see that that the effect goes more, works more in a general way, and you can get all this hair like very easily masked out if you zoom out. It's I think we're ready. Wait, I messed up here a little bit. I think I'm about to finish. I think it looks good. Wait, a little bit in the forehead. All right. What do you think?
I think it looks good.
Yeah, you like it?
What do you people think out there? I don't see any hearts. If you like it, let us know. Yeah?
We're gonna see the
Here's
love.
a heart. We're getting a few more now.
Nice, it worked.
Thank you for the feedback. It helps.
That's cool. There's one more thing. Before we go out from our adjust tool, let's tap the flatten button here in the there.
Right, the flatten button, a lot of people don't know about that button.
Yeah, it will just
It's
make
the
a
down
permanent
arrow that appears. It's not in all tools. It's so that you can apply another change without tapping the check mark and then going out of that feature and then back in. It makes it a lot more simple. So it's right there on the right, on the bottom, next to the compare button.
Exactly. Now we're gonna go to Tools tab, and it's very important that we have a main area in our picture that is dark. Why? Because there will be shown the picture that we're gonna blend in for our double exposure effect. So there has to be a main area, and for this case, I'm gonna choose the hair. The hair will be showing the picture in the double exposure. So, but I need it to be darker now. How I do this? I will go to the basic, and then I'm gonna lower the brightness. And why the brightness? Because it will darken only the character and not the background, which is what I'm looking for. So let's do it for 40. I think it looks good. Maybe let's do 50. Minus 50 will be fine. It's kind of hard to get it to the 50. All right, I did it. Now let's wipe again the effect with the Tools tab, and then let's wipe it just from the body.
Because otherwise, why are we doing this? Because otherwise there won't be.
Because we're gonna lose all the details from the body and from the whole picture. So it's we're gonna keep those details so it looks more real.
Okay. Also, she looks better like this than as a black shadow.
Yeah, she looks cool. Well, I think we're ready. Now we can go to our next step. Let's tap the check mark. Cool. Now we're gonna start blending our pictures. So let's go to Tools tab, to the tool feature, sorry, and let's go for mixer. So we're gonna mix the first image. I'm gonna mix two images, and I recommend you, if you wanna make a very interesting effect, I recommend you to use the same theme on your pictures. For example, if you're gonna make a forest, then you can choose all the pictures of trees and stuff like that, or some nature or landscape, so that it all looks kind of the same environment. It's kind of the same look, and it's gonna make it look even better. So it doesn't matter where you put it, just put it somewhere. And let's go to Tools tab, and let's go to blending. And we're gonna use the lighten, which is the one before the last. This is the blending mode that always works for the double exposure. And how does it work? What
Do you know how it works?
Well, I don't really know how it works, but what I do know is that it makes the dark areas to show the picture, and wherever is white, it will hide the picture. That's all I know, but that's enough for us. Yeah.
That's not for me.
Okay, so now we're gonna go to Tools tab again, and we're gonna start playing with our composition to see where it looks good.
So to move it around, you just use your finger, you pinch to make it bigger or make it smaller.
Exactly. Maybe like this. Does this look romantic enough?
I don't know about romantic, but mysterious?
Mysterious. I like mysterious. Okay. Let's say we have the composition that we like. Now we're gonna erase. We're gonna tap erase, and we're gonna get it out from the edges. We're gonna erase where we can see the edges, and to make it look smoother. And also from the face, I'm gonna wipe the effect so that we can keep that contrast of what's the whole crazy forest thing and her face. That are the main things on the work that we're doing.
Right, because we're trying to get the double exposure only on her hair.
Exactly.
So it looks more real.
Now,
Not really real.
Now, what's the problem here? As you can see, I just erased, but now you can see that there is like a very sharp, unrealistic edge. So to fix that, we're gonna go to strength, and we're gonna lower the intensity, maybe to 19, 20, whatever. And we're gonna add, and it's gonna make the look.
The transition is a lot smoother.
Because we love smooth. Very good. I think, yeah, that's gonna work. Just like touch it, it will do the job like that. I think it looks good enough. Okay. We're gonna go for our next picture. So let's tap the flatten button. And this is gonna be our next picture. Wait. It's kind of slow. All right, here we go. Okay, let's maybe flip it. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna use these trees. These trees are gonna be good for make the look of like the ending of the hair. It's gonna look like she's like having some trees like
At the end of her hair.
at the end of her hair. Exactly. That's
So
exactly what I'm
basically,
doing.
it's just important to pick the pictures beforehand. I think to really plan out what you're doing. That's how you can get a cool effect. You know, you knew that the trees have sort of that ending that's similar to the edges of hair. So that's why it's cool. You
need to let your imagination actually let you take you whatever, because it's kind of a surrealistic thing. Just so don't be afraid to think, and maybe you can associate this tree with hair. Anything could be possible. So the more the crazier you get, the better will be the result. So don't be afraid. Let's go to Tools tab. Sorry, and the blending. And again, we're gonna go for lighten. All right. I go back to the tools, and then I'm gonna tap on the picture, and I'm gonna position it where I want. Someone just
commented saying, "Thank you for making this easier than it looks." It's a very nice comment.
Thank you.
We're happy to help.
That's what we're here for, yeah.
And it really is easier than it looks. When you write the text, we write the text for the tutorial on Facebook. It's like it's like a paragraph. But when you do it this way, it's not so hard to follow.
It's all about practice, actually. I mean, at the beginning it will look hard, but the more you do it, the more you'll get into it, and the more you get the technique, and it will become easier. It's all about practice also. All right, I think this looks good, but we have a problem now. Our two pictures are overlapping, so we're gonna erase this picture. We're gonna erase some areas. Oh, and we need to go back to the strength, and then we're gonna make it how it was before, maybe 70, and then we're going to start erasing so that we can see the whole effect that we just did right now. Yeah, and from her body as well. But again, as I told you, we want to keep it smooth, so we're gonna do that again. Strength, lower, and add a little bit. We're gonna take away from her body a little bit, zoom out. I think we're pretty much there. What do you think?
I think it looks awesome.
Yeah. All right. Let me see if I can move this a little bit here. I want to get this tree. All right. Let me add a little bit more.
Now you're just being a perfectionist. Let's be honest.
Yeah, yeah. I know.
Do you guys think it looks good? I don't see hearts. There's a heart.
All right. By the way, if you take a look here, you can see still that there's like you can see still the hair, right? Like in a gray, it's behind, but it doesn't matter because we're gonna fix that now in the next step. So don't be afraid about this. So now that we're ready and we have the composition that we want, let's go and tap the check mark. All right. It's been a lot of work until now, and we're going to our next step. Filter and black and white. Cool. You can choose any preset that you like. Let's say we want the signature one, which is a preset I like very much. But the important thing is that we're gonna raise the exposure. So let's go to Tools tab and Tones, and let's increase the exposure. You know why I'm raising the exposure?
I don't really know why you're raising.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because the exposure will actually increase the highlights. All the areas that are kind of gray or anything, they will just turn into real white, and that's what we are trying to do here. So now you can see that all the gray areas turn into white, and now we have these cool edges here and here as well. And this is about it. If you want to add any other and play with the tools.
Also, it's cool that way. There's some people that maybe want to keep it that way. Black and white and double exposure go together.
Yes.
Also pretty well.
All right. We're ready. Now let's tap the check mark. It's pretty simple. And now all we have to do is to add some color. Now let's go. Let's stay in the filters, and then let's go to Duo. Maybe let's try some presets. Any cool preset? Maybe this. Maybe this. What about this? What do you guys think? You like it? I think I'm gonna go for this one. And now you can arrange the composition of the colors by
moving the widget sort of around.
Yeah, moving this widget, and you can pinch it and touch it and move it and whatever. You know what I mean. And then let's go to Tools tab, and then let's start playing with the colors.
Yeah, I think the colors should be a little deeper.
Yeah, they're kind of sad. So let's go for a more bright green, more saturated. Let's see how it looks. Looks better. Maybe I want to invert the color position like this. And all right. What else?
Someone is telling you that it looks really nice and that you did a really great job. So thank you, Juan. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Juan.
Thank you, Juan.
I'm glad you like it.
Also, Chris Kaufman is giving us a lot of compliments, so we should say thank you to him. He says we're very friendly.
Thank you, Chris. Okay, I think we're pretty good here now. I like this orange. What do you think about these colors? You like it?
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
Cool. Okay, I think we can just tap the check mark, and the part that I like the most, to add some filters. So let's go to analog. It will give the whole thing a more unified look and to finalize the whole thing that we're doing. So let's go to Tools tab, let's go to Basic, raise some structure to get the details, and also let's increase the saturation a little bit. Then let's go back to Tools tab, Film, and Fade.
Structure and fade are two things you always do at the end.
I always do it. That's my personal signature. And it will give like a more vintage look. Also intensity a little bit. We're gonna raise, and let's swipe to get the color that we like. I like this one. It's more like a purple thing, and that's it. Now let's tap the check mark, and I think we're ready. Now all we need to do is to share our piece of art with the world. So let's share it in Instagram from our application. So let's take the work, and then let's tap the share menu, and then let's go to Instagram, copy to Instagram, and now this is your call. No, wait a second, we actually need to crop it before. Yes.
You didn't trust me to do that, did you?
I do trust you, but I like to do the whole graphic thing until the end. I'm not gonna do.
You know how designers are.
Yeah. Okay, now let's go to the next. Let's keep the filters, and now this is your.
This is my part. Thank you. Learn how to create this. Awesome. Little hashtag action.
Yeah.
So if you don't follow us on Instagram, this is your chance. And that's good. So we're going to upload it right now to our feed. Speaking of our feed, if you're not sure if you want to follow us, let me convince you. So here is our Instagram feed. I think it's pretty cool. We handpick everything. Most of these photos here are user photos. So, if you can look at them here, you can see some of this really cool stuff that our users do. Most of them aren't ours. I think about maybe once a week we upload something. Usually it's Tutorial Tuesday. Everything else is totally user photos. So if you're interested in getting featured, or
if you just need some inspiration.
You need inspiration, this is a really cool place to start. And I'll show you this one I really like. I think this one's very cool. And that's using the mixer tool. So if you're not really sure what you want to do, you're in a creative mood, you can try starting here. And that's it.
Amazing. Thank you.
So if you have any more questions, wait, hold on. Should we see if we have any questions?
Of course.
Let's look. They're asking us what resolution can Enlight export on an iPhone 7 Plus. And
well, you can always go to the application and just in the settings. Wait, let me check this out.
Basically, the app can support. It's written on our App Store description.
Yeah, it's.
It's going to take us a second until we see it.
It's a 35 megapixel on the.
35 megapixel is your answer.
Yeah, exactly. And talking about resolution, you can just go to the app, and in the settings, if you go to the.
You have to go here, the Enlight icon.
I'm gonna show you here the icon here. You just need to tap on the backstage icon, and then just go to the settings. All right.
And then you can control your export quality. So if you go here, you go to settings.
And then if you want to get the max export size, you just swipe to the max, to the maximum, and you also can get a JPEG, you can get PNG and TIFF, which it's a very large format for exporting your image.
Okay, so what else do we have? New questions here. What about new updating? That is actually something we wanted to tell you about, and we forgot. There is going to be a new update in about a month or so. Can't commit exactly. There's a few, I don't want to say exactly when it'll be, but it should be about a month from now. So some cool things are coming. Get excited. We haven't forgotten about you.
Surprise.
And someone else. Chris, my friend Chris. He's happy that I pronounced his last name right. First of all, you're welcome. And second of all, to hashtag to get on our Instagram, just hashtag Enlight and Enlight app. And every week we go over all of those hashtags and we choose.
Yes.
So do really cool stuff and we'll feature you.
And make sure to work on high resolution and to get good pictures.
Yes, high resolution photos are important because otherwise they don't look good.
If we see pixels, not good.
And someone also asked us if we'll consider implementing layers in the future.
Definitely.
We get this question all the time.
Yeah.
And we have nothing official to report, but we're obviously going to do something about it. So I think that's it.
There's other questions. No.
So I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you so much for asking. Thank you for your comments and your feedback. And
stay tuned and wait for the next chapter.
Which will probably be the next week.
Exactly.
You don't have to wait too long.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you for watching.